Welcome to Lapis Moon Tarot. This is your new moon in Aquarius reading. New moon is happening on January 21st if you are in North America. And Aquarius is a really interesting sign. It's ruled by Uranus, which is the planet of kind of chaotic energy. It's very unpredictable, it's changes. And Aquarius is an air sign, it's very intellectual, but it's also very much a free thinker, and it thinks outside the box. It doesn't look at convention the way the other signs do. It really wants to innovate and create things for the betterment of the whole, of all of society, of all of the collective. So it's really nice to have a new moon in this sign because it gives us perspective, it gives us clarity, it gives us the permission to think out of our normal sphere, to have new ideas come in, almost like out of the blue, like insights and aha moments and just real vision. And what I love about this new moon as well is that it's happening after Mercury has finally gone direct, after Mars has finally gone direct. So you feel this weight lifting, that retrograde season, it was heavy. I felt really dampened. I don't know if you felt the same way, just foggy and slow moving and just low energy. Mars was in retrograde as well. You didn't really feel like taking too much, action, and which is great for the winter seasons, honestly, because they should be seasons of introspection, of reevaluation, of looking at the past and seeing what needs to be shed, what can be learned and discerned from it. But it was starting to feel heavy, and it's really nice to just move forward now with clarity, with vision, with action that's coming from knowledge. With Mars in going direct as well, it's like taking all of the knowledge we've accumulated during that retrospect and that time of retrograde and moving ahead now, moving forward. So yeah, I'm liking this energy. I hope you do too. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1, if you are drawn to this selenite wand, this will be your pile. Pile number 2, if you are drawn to this selenite wand, this will be your pile. And pile number 3, if you are drawn to this selenite crystal, I don't know if you would still call this a wand, this will be your pile. Selenite is representative of the moon energy. It's very purifying, it's clearing. You can clear your other crystals using selenite as well. It's great for sleep. It's very for calming energy. You can put this by your bedside, underneath your pillow. Yeah, I really love selenite. So I will give you a moment. Take a deep breath and choose your pile. When you've made your selection, you can go down to the timestamps below in the description and in the first comment. I'll get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1, if you chose this selenite crystal, this will be your reading. I have pre-shuffled your oracle cards. Okay, so what do we have here? Take time to breathe it out. Disseminating moon, chaos and conflict, flow and flexibility. Beautiful cards. Okay. This retrograde season, an eclipse season before that, when we were in Scorpio season, was a heavy one for you. And so what I was saying in my introduction, you felt that dampening, that slowing down, that low energy, maybe replaying the past a lot as well. This is a moment to take pause before you set off, before you leap onto that Mars and Mercury energy going direct and leap forward with your new beginnings, your new projects that you want to bring about with this new moon. To take some moment for yourself, because that chaos and conflict that was coming up, that was replaying, it could have been with relationships, it could have been a reassessment of your life path, your life choices, your career choices. There's wisdom there. And I love that it's a 33, it's a reoccurring number. It's talking to me with 3, it's like strategy, planning. Like within that chaos and conflict, there was almost meaning to that chaos, kind of Uranus energy, where it was deconstructing things that no longer work for you so you could face them and shed them as you move forward. But definitely it was a heavy time. So the cards are letting me know that, definitely take time to yourself, breathe it out, live through it, feel your feelings, write about it, journal about it, express it, get it all out. Take the time to do that, because that period of introspection was very important for you to learn two things about flow and flexibility, which is really beautiful. You might be someone who was really always very goal-oriented, really tied to the outcome, a little bit on needing to control the environment you're in, the outcome of things, like feeling like if something, you really want something, you just have to work harder and you'll just get it. There's no taking a no for you. That's the kind of impression of your personality I'm getting, which is not a bad thing. You have perseverance, you have grit, you have determination, you're goal oriented. You might have Saturn prominently in your chart, maybe Capricorn as well. But what's happened where that goal, that maybe relationship, that career path, when it broke down and it became out of your control, you realized and discerned new information about yourself, knowing yourself better, about what really fulfills you, what really drives you. And you also understood that sometimes you just cannot control the outer experience. You can only control how you react to the outer world. And with this flow, this water energy coming in here, it's mastering your emotions. It's mastering your reaction. It's listening to your intuition, listening to how you feel when you're around certain people, around an environment, in a workplace, and understanding that that's all important information too, and to use that information for your benefit. This is a bamboo forest. Bamboos are very sturdy, very strong, but they don't break because they're also flexible. It's that expression of deep roots. You sway in the wind. You don't break, you bend. You understand now the value of keeping a flexible, open mind, especially when it comes to pursuing your goals, to big life decisions, to what fulfills you, your life purpose. These are big themes that are coming up during this retrograde for you, during this, I'm going to say even before retrograde, during the eclipse season. There's some breakdowns that happened here. This also feels relationship-wise to me because of Mercury going retrograde. A lot of communication breakdowns happened. This could have been a communication breakdown in a relationship as well that you thought was solid. It might be alluding to the fact that both parties were maybe a little bit on the stubborn side, inflexible, not understanding each other, not being in your emotions in the sense of feeling like you could be vulnerable with someone and open in your emotions. This is very feminine energy with the moon and the water here. If you're not feeling safe with someone to be vulnerable, to be open, you're automatically going to close off and kind of retreat in that masculine energy of like barriers up, I'm protected. I'm not going to allow my feminine to get hurt, right? And this has nothing to do with being a man or a woman. This is just your feminine energy coming through. So that was heavy, that breakdown of that relationship. And so that's why the advice here is to take time to breathe it out. And now, with all that you've learned during this retrograde period, all that you have discerned, all that you've learned about yourself, about how you show up in relationships, about what you're looking for in a relationship, now you can move forward after taking that time with better information, with better knowledge and wisdom, with this ability to be more flexible but strong. Going with the flow of what life may bring your way and not feeling like you have to control the outcome of the situation, not feeling like chaos is always a bad thing. Like you need to be in control, otherwise it's scary. It's not, it's just change. Sometimes it's just highlighting what needs to change, what's not working for you. Very Uranus energy there with that chaos and conflict. I feel like, and Uranus rules over Aquarius, so you're very in tuned with the timing of things, the natural timing of things. All right, let's see if we can get you a little bit more information from the tarot. Group number 1. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So there was an opportunity that slipped through your fingers. And that might be what is also alluded to here with this chaos and conflict. What broke down, what might have been a business opportunity, a career opportunity. Perhaps you were looking for a promotion within your industry, your place of work, and it didn't happen. Knight of Wands in the reverse. It wasn't aligned with your passions. You weren't fully focused, fully invested in it. Even though you thought that's what you wanted, I just don't see it speaking to you. And so it kind of threw you for a loop. This is almost like you could have actually gotten the position too, and then once you were in it, you realized it wasn't your passion. You weren't focused on it. You were kind of all over the place. You didn't feel that chaos. You didn't feel like you could focus. It didn't draw your attention enough. It didn't keep you captivated enough. It's so interesting. Yep. Empress in the reverse. You didn't feel valued in that position. That could have also made you feel very conflicted because you know your worth, you know who you are, you know what you bring to the table, and you did not feel. That's why your passion waned. You didn't feel valued. They might have taken a lot from you, your gifts, your talents, your abilities, but not shown the appreciation for it, not valued it, not recognized you for it. And I'm not saying that those things are necessary, but nobody wants to feel like they're working for nothing. Nobody wants to feel unappreciated. Yeah. Judgment in reverse. So you kind of retreated within yourself. You know, when I was talking about like that retreating, the feminine energy, not being able to be themselves. So they kind of retreat and the masculine energy comes forward to protect that feminine energy. This is literally what I see here, is the feminine energy didn't feel safe. The Empress did not feel safe. And so you kind of hid yourself. A mask went up. And when you're not living in your truth, you're not living authentically, of course, these kinds of opportunities, they slip by because they're not even aligned with you. You don't feel the passion for it. You don't feel the appreciation in that situation. You don't feel fulfilled. So why would you continue? It had to break down. It had to slip by. It wasn't for you. It wasn't meant for you. This was kind of like, you know how they say rejection is God's protection? That's how you felt. You didn't feel like you fit in here, but it was because it was not meant for you. Yes, Page of Cups. I love that we're ending on that one. Right? And the Tower. Again, Uranus energy. Again, the shakeup that happened, you know, shook your foundation. What you thought was on solid ground, what you thought this opportunity was going to be amazing. You got into it and you're like, oh my gosh, no thanks. This is not what I want. I'm just going to make sure that's in the frame. Yeah. Page of Cups. Dream big. Dream big. Something better is in the cards for you. Something more fulfilling, something more aligned, something that speaks to you on every level, emotionally, from a passion point of view, from your skill set point of view. Go back into that flow, that feminine energy of discernment, knowing, intuition. You'll know when something is truly aligned. You'll feel it. You'll know that gut feeling. You have a strong gut feeling. Don't dismiss it. That's so interesting. Okay, I'm actually going to do something a little different this time around too. I'm going to use the Astro Die and see if we can get a little bit more information. I've got Aries in the 9th house with Mars. Wow. I wonder if that's coming through. Let me see if I can put it on the white. Okay, so Aries, 9th house, and Mars. Mars is gone direct. This is action. Aries is a self-starter. This is a leader. 9th house of career, of knowledge. Something better is coming your way in regards to your career life, in regards to how you make your money, how you share your wisdom, how you're going to make your mark. It's going to be so aligned. You're going to move forward on that. You're going to, action oriented, right? So charge forward, take hold of it, run with it. The passion will be there. The energy will be there. The alignment will it all will pan out. And Aries, it might be something that no one has done before. You're going to be like a trailblazer. This might be actually working on your own, opening your own business. With this Mars, this ninth house and the Aries, and Aries in this new moon of Aquarius, which is all about innovation, all about doing something outside the box, thinking outside the box. Aries are not afraid of being leaders, being the first ones to do something new, trailblazers. So maybe you realized that you didn't actually want to work for someone else, or work within the confines of maybe the corporate setting or whatever your field might have been. You want to do something different where you only answer to yourself and nothing holds you back with this Mars energy. You just propel forward. That is so cool. I wish you the best of luck with that. That is very, very interesting energy. Let's get you, I'm just trying to think of what oracle cards to get you. Let's see. To support you with this. I'd also just suggest to write out like what would be your dream job, because this is a new moon. And I don't know if you have a new moon ritual, but that would be an amazing way to manifest during a new moon, to fully utilize the energies that are ripe right now, especially with the Mars coming up here and confirming with this Mars going direct that you are very aligned. To write it all out. This is my, dream business. This is how I would run it. This is what I would achieve. This is how it would fulfill me. Visualize it. Let's see. Divine Wisdom, Sophia. Beautiful. Let me get you the book here. Number 48. The empowerment message that came up in the upright. Human wisdom comes from personal experience, but divine wisdom is unknown to our life experience. When we ask for help, we are asking for guidance from a source greater than us, a great unknowable mystery. Would we receive it? It is often life-altering and affects us in ways beyond our comprehension. The Gnostic goddess Sophia, who brought the material world into being, arrives to show you how fate and destiny operate in a relationship to synchronicity. When you least expect it, opportunities and meetings spring up out of nowhere. Your life begins to work out and you sense your alignment with a higher purpose and power. Trust you are divinely protected and directed. Practice the act of faith before result. This is an essential key in co-creating your world. Wow, we totally talked about this. This was God's protection, turning you away from whatever this career was, this job was, because you are meant for better and you know it. You're aligning to something better that's going to be of your own creation, of your own co-creation with the universe. And you know what? They said alignment too. Look at that synchronizing number 33 as well. You might be seeing a lot of repeating numbers as well. So you can ask, your guides for signs like that, synchronizing numbers, that you're on the right path. And you can absolutely ask for your guides and your angels for guidance, for help, to make sure that you're on the right path, that you're confirming your intuition in a way, that they're helping you along with this beautiful endeavor that you're going to start here. Confidence, last message here, foxglove. Be what you want to see. Beautiful. This is co-creating. Be what you want to see. Visualize it, embody it, align with it. It will come through. This dream job, dream career, dream business that you have the confidence to run after it. This is so lovely. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, give me a like, send me a comment. And if you so feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. Group number 2, if you picked this selenite crystal, this is your reading. I pre-shuffled your oracle cards. I've got freedom, here and now in the reverse, and a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay. Here and now. So I think this retrograde season, and before that the eclipse season, it was a heavy one. It made you kind of rehash and recycle through all of the negative, dark, heavy stuff that's happened to you in the past. And it's kind of, this message makes me feel like take a moment to breathe that out. Take a moment to really close that door on the past, to not get stuck in it, to think that that is going to be your reality and you're just going to repeat those cycles over and over again. Because you see here, she's got these little hearts around her. It feels like heartbreak. It feels like a really heavy relationship in the past that really confined you. You know, this door is open, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like you had like you were caged in, you were shut in, you were constricted by this relationship in the past, and you're afraid to move forward with a new relationship. This could be someone that has made you an offer, a romantic offer, or approached you, and you're just like, no, thank you. You value your freedom too much now, especially after you were kind of caged in by that relationship. But, you know, Aquarius is, because this is a new moon in Aquarius, Aquarius is a very independent sign. It's very intellectual. It's very a free thinker. It doesn't conform to societal demands. It's always thinking, innovating, something new, something different, something for the betterment of all. Libra is also an air sign. Libra is also the ruler of the seventh house of relationships and partnerships. It makes me feel like you're going to enter a new relationship, but it's going to be outside the traditional description of what a relationship should look like. And it's going to make sense to you and this other person because you are both understanding each other on an intellectual level, on an emotional level, but definitely on a foundational level of what would be a relationship for the two of you, what would make you still feel like you're free to express yourself, to live your life how you want to live within a relationship, and no longer ever being trapped again or feeling like you're constricted or confined. And I'm not talking about like, you know, an open relationship or anything like that. I feel like you'll still be a partnership. This feels more like you were constricted in how you could express yourself. Like it feels like your throat chakra was constricted. Like you couldn't express yourself. You couldn't live from your heart. You couldn't do the things that you love that fulfilled you. This person was controlling. And now that you've left that in the past, it came back during this retrograde season, this heavy period, because winter is like that. I mean, winter is meant for introspection. We're supposed to reevaluate what works for us, what doesn't work for us, but we're not supposed to get stuck in it. And I feel like you got scared again when this person came in with their offer of love, that you were going to lose your freedom again. But, you know, Mercury's gone direct now. You have clarity, you have focus. You're an air sign, I'm going to say as well, or you have air prominently in your chart. So it's like the fog has lifted and you're thinking clearly now, and you can communicate clearly now what your needs are. This need for feeling free within a relationship, to express yourself, to feel fulfillment. And this person's going to understand you. The communication is going to be on par. Like they match you. You know, this is a balanced scale. They'll match you. This is really lovely. I'm going to get some tarot around that as well, just to clarify the message. But yeah, don't get stuck in that past. The here and now. You know, Aquarius is very, it gives me that feeling of being a very here and now. This is what matters. The present moment, what you make of it. They value their freedom very much. They wouldn't let themselves get trapped in a past or dreaming of a future that's so far ahead that it's kind of also distracting them from the present moment. They realize the importance of the present moment. And this new moon in Aquarius, I feel like that's the lesson you're learning. It's like the last lesson to learn as we've left all the retrogrades behind, is to not let your past hold you back. Especially if this person, I feel, is a counterpart. All right. Too many want to fly out there. One at a time. Group number 2. 7 of Swords. Feeling like you still have to be a little bit shady and secretive. Yeah, you're just really not trusting this person. This new person that's come towards you. You don't know if you can trust them. Let's put it that way. You're figuring it out. You're playing your cards close to your heart. before you allow them to come near you again, you know, or let anyone get close to you again. And we swords energy again. You know, this is still the air energy. This is mental acuity. This is strategy. This is clarity and truth. But yeah, you're just not trusting them quite yet. Wow. The star card. Beautiful. Wish fulfillment. Aquarius. I believe the star is Aquarius. I think so, yes. But yes, it is. Just have to really think about that for a second. Beautiful. What an alignment to get the star during the new moon in Aquarius. Pulling in a wish fulfillment. Universe seeing, God seeing the struggle that you went through. How much you've grown, how much you've realized, how much you've learned in wisdom, this lesson with this past relationship. And what's in your heart now? I love that it's kind of referring back to the green here. This is her heart chakra, glowing green, you know, really aligned with her fulfillment. What is her wish? It would bring her so much happiness, joy, contentment, fulfillment. And she's pulling it in from the universe. Full alignment to what she wants. Beautiful energy. So yes, I understand this. You're taking your time getting to know this person, but they are going to be a wish fulfillment for you. You know, in your heart of hearts, if you really were honest with yourself, I think partnership is really important to you. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You had to rebuild your value, your self-worth. I think that self-worth is what took a hit as well in that past relationship. That person didn't value you for what makes you unique, what makes you special, amazing. They took advantage of your nurture and care, but then they never replenished you. And so for sure, you're being very cautious about, yeah, moving towards another relationship. You're healing this broken heart, this betrayal, this heartache that you felt with this other person in the reverse. You are healing that. And this retrograde might have brought up those old feelings that you thought you had moved past to the forefront, like cycling through your mind. You know, when you're laying in bed at night, maybe you were thinking about that person again, what they did to you. It's kind of like that final release, like it's all coming up to be released again. Finally. Yes. Four of Wands. Beautiful. And the Strength card on the bottom. I love this. Four of Wands is the card of celebration. It's also the 11-11 card here with the wands, the way they line up, talking about being in alignment. It's also the card of marriage, if that's something that speaks to you. Have courage, have strength. Wow, Queen of Cups under that. You know intuitively that this person, this new romantic cycle that's coming up here, this new person that's come towards you, they're in alignment. And I agree with you. Take your time to get to know them. But I feel like you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be, maybe not a marriage right away, but definitely feeling like this is your person. Feeling open with them, feeling free. You know, like they look like they're in a festival, they're dancing. Like they're not going to hinder your freedom. They're going to celebrate with you. Don't be afraid. Draw into your courage, your own charisma, your own strength. This is Leo coming through. I love that she's wearing a heart pendant in this. I never noticed that before as well. You know, do what lights up your heart. What feels right. You know, so many references to the heart here. You might want to perhaps even just listen to some heart chakra meditations to just unblock and heal your heart from what happened here in the past. I'm going to get you some astro dye as well. Did that with the group number 1, and it was really interesting what came out. Wow, Libra again. 8th house. Oh, that flipped, but that was the 8th house. Let me just get it back here. And the sun. Wow. Beautiful. The sun is, you know, it illuminates anything that it touches. So it brings in victory, joy, abundance, fulfillment, vitality. Libra, again, the house of partnerships, the sign of partnerships. The 8th house here is interesting. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. This person could be a Scorpio. They could have strong placements in the 8th house. It's also the house of other people's finances. And so I don't know why, but it just made me feel like you might be merging your finances with this person. So I feel like marriage is, back on the table here. With this eighth house showing up here, it's also the house of death and rebirth. So shedding the old that's not serving you anymore, being reborn, being that phoenix that rises from the ashes into something so much stronger with the sun amplifying your energy, breathing in life, breathing in vitality, youthfulness, joy, happiness, that Leo energy, passion, and Libra again. Definitely partnership, definitely love on the horizon for you. I love that. Let me just get you a healing oracle as well. This is the Herbal Astrology Oracle. I love this oracle deck. I'm just going to see if there's anything that comes up to be suggested for healing your heart and letting go of that past finally, once and for all. In the reverse, I have Conduit with Amanita. I'm going to guess it's a mushroom. We've got Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury. This feels like shedding what doesn't serve you anymore. And Mercury has just gone direct. So you're getting clear messages about that, clear vision, clarity about shedding what no longer serves you, shedding the past, healing your heart. Neptune is very dreamy. Makes me feel a little bit of this kind of like star energy, dreaming big, wishing big for yourself. Let's get you the description from the book. So in the reverse, a lack of belonging, disconnected from source, discomfort with family, unhappiness, ungrounded. Neptune, Pluto, Mercury. Okay, what's the guidance? Your channel is open. Earth spirits celebrate you as you come to one of your homes. You feel one with nature and all of her offspring, your extended family. You can clearly see through the veil, and your gifts of profound insight is now at hand. You are here to be the bridge for the children of the earth. A conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. Embody the medicine of children. Laugh, sing, play, spreading joy in the world, regardless of your age. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Explore by connecting to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. That is very deep. This play, again, joy, rejoice, celebrate. That's how you're going to get back to yourself, to who you were before whatever happened here in this past, to this heartbreak, to reconnect, because that's where your self-worth is going to grow back. Your confidence is going to grow back. When you let yourself have joy again, play, when you let yourself do the things that bring you fulfillment. I'm going to get you, I know I said just one more, but now I have to get you this one as well. This is the Self-Care Oracle, just to maybe give you some suggestions on what you can do to, what might speak to you for healing. Let's put it that way. Definitely saw heart chakra meditations. They are all over YouTube. You can listen to them while you're sleeping. But I want to see what other advice might come through here. Spend time with animals. Wow, okay. That definitely came through with that message as well. Spend time with nature. You're a conduit. And look for fairies in the forest. Yep. Beautiful. Look for magic. Believe in it again. Like a child, in awe of all that is in this world, in awe of what life has to offer, completely open. Spend time with animals if you do have pets. But she's in the woods too. I see deer, owl. Spend time in nature to reconnect with who you were before this as well. I hope this spoke to you. If it did, send me a like, send me a comment, and if you so feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. Group number 3, if you chose this selenite crystal, this is your reading. I pre-shuffled your oracle cards already. Wow, amazing. Blessed and blessings with confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, you're not holding back. Mars went direct, Mercury went direct. It's time for you to step forward. There is a project that is very close to your heart. You're feeling very passionate about it. And this new moon in Aquarius is a perfect time to start that project. It is going to be extremely blessed. I don't know if you watched my short videos. This came out earlier in a short video as well. 22, synchronized number. It felt very much like your angels are watching over you, that you are aligned. It's like a confirmation that this insight you had, this idea you have, this project you want to start, that it is absolutely going to be blessed in every way. Abundant, fulfillment, monetary success, joy, happiness, all of it. Extremely blessed. And look at this, again, confirmed with blessings. What a beautiful card. This water flowing as well, again, emotions comes to mind, feeling fulfilled, feeling happy, feeling content, being in flow, tapping into your intuition, knowing that you are on the right path. That confidence is also in knowing yourself, knowing your intuition, knowing your gut is telling you you're doing the right thing. This is really interesting. Your group is very much like ready to take forward. Like you're putting that, retrograde and that really heavy eclipse season behind you, and you're ready to just charge forward. You're done. You're done being held back and dampened and, feeling slowed down. And with Mars and Mercury going direct, you know exactly what you want. You have clarity, you have focus, and you're taking the correct action forward. Really energized energy, let's put it that way. I feel like more awake too. Just shuffling your cards, just very like hyped up, like ready to go. Okay, let's get that one more good shuffle here. I'd like to see some more information about what this could be. Any more messages for this lovely group number 3? Group number 3, one card please. Judgment in the reverse. Okay. That's like hiding yourself. This could be an encouragement to stop doing that. This confidence is your key. To not shrink down, to not hold back, to not feel like you're too much and you're taking up too much space. To really step into who you are, because that will be your key to success. That will be your key to fulfillment. Not if you hide behind a mask and you shrink yourself down to not get noticed. Like really embody that Leo energy. Leos have no problem taking center stage. Especially when something is, passionate. They get a bad rep, but like, if you're passionate about something, everyone is drawn to you naturally. You have natural charisma. So don't shrink that down. That's a really important part of your success. 9 of Swords in the reverse. You are feeling really anxious, very in your head about this decision in the near past. You flip that around. It's in the reverse now, but you were losing sleep over this. It could have been that this project you want to start, it's really different. It's out of your comfort zone and it's kind of scaring you. Yep, 10 of Swords. Wow, so much sword energy. So definitely you were really thinking hard. There's a lot of like information, intellectual information coming in here. 10 of Swords in the reverse. You're walking away from past disappointments, past hurts, mental anguish, just really going through it. And I can see why it's like the cycle is ended and now it's time for your new cycle of blessings to come through, because you have been through it. Shrunk down, sleep deprived, anxious, nervous, feeling beaten down, feeling betrayed, feeling just, in mental anguish, really. Assaulted almost by your thoughts. And you've turned these two around. You're done. You're done with that. You're moving forward. Yep. 7 of Cups. You're seeing that you actually do have options, that you're not trapped. That cycle ending that was really hard is opening your eyes to possibilities of what can be there for the future. Like you've kind of turned the leaf and you're being optimistic about your future here. And it's about choosing. So you're kind of in this like, what do I do? And that could be also why this confidence, like trust your gut, trust your intuition. Cups is water energy. Trust your emotional intelligence. Trust your inner guidance to make this decision on how to move forward, what you want to do. 2 of Wands. Exploring your options. Exactly. 7 of Cups reconfirmed. You're in this phase of, what do I do now? How do I move forward with this optimism, with this excitement, with this passion, with this zest for life that I've like newly come into? Hierophant, on the bottom. Beautiful. I'm sure that's in there. Yeah. So the Hierophant talks about traditional learning. This could be taking a course. This could be finding a mentor, finding someone that's going to take you under their wing and usher you into, new knowledge, new wisdom. This doesn't have to be traditional school either. You might be traveling to a teacher somewhere abroad to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge, to gain self-knowledge as well. This could also mean an introspective journey as well, to become your own guru, to your own enlightenment, to your own spirituality, a spiritual awakening. You're going through a spiritual awakening. That's why it's so blessed right now. That's why the hardships. This was a dark night of the soul. This was a dark night of the soul you've just released. You've just been through. I want to hug you. I'm sorry. Those are hard. Wow. Okay. Here I was thinking like, hey, retrograde wasn't so bad for you. Look at you. You're so blessed. Yeah, no, you're so blessed because you just went through it. You've just been through it. And you're coming out the other side, optimistic about all your options for the future, hopeful, viewing it as turning a new leaf. You're setting. You're going to get there. The spiritual awakening, it's going to bring you happiness and joy and fulfillment. It's so blessed. You're on the right path. Let's get you some astrodiet to get a little bit more information on this. Second house, Sagittarius and Neptune. Wow. Okay. Sagittariuses are fire energy. Again, with the Leo, also fire sign. But they have a thirst for knowledge, and they are always like the most enthusiastic and optimistic of the zodiac signs, like constantly sunny disposition, because their thirst for knowledge, their want for new experiences, traveling, gaining more insight, gaining more wisdom, it keeps them optimistic in the sense that they know they'll always find answers to whatever they're going through. They love to be knowledgeable, but also, how do I put this? Like their life experiences, their book knowledge, all of it comes to play in their personality, and they just always know that they can rely on that to get them through. They're also extremely funny. I don't know if you know any Sagittariuses, but yeah. And the second house of your value. This could mean you might be traveling to either teach somewhere, because the Sagittarius is also a teacher. Maybe you're the teacher that's going abroad to teach and you're going to make money. This could also be gaining wisdom and value that heightens your self-worth, that reconnects you to your own self-worth, to your own value. Neptune is really interesting here. This is very dreamy energy. It kind of gives me the Seven of Cups vibe of so many possibilities in front of you, and you're feeling very happy and optimistic about it. That's so interesting. That's really lovely energy. It's kind of like open, like the world is your oyster. Just go and travel, like take a globe, spin it, point at it and try something new, try a new experience. Gain the wisdom and value from it. This heart chapter is done. And this new chapter is going to be so blessed. So like move forward confidently. Trust your intuition. I'm going to get you a little bit more. Group number 3. Can we get a bit more information about the type of blessings that are coming this way? Oh, let's do many. Let's just do one at a time. Capricorn would achieve. We just left Capricorn season. Capricorns are determined. They are resilient. And you are too. I can see that. You just went through a really tough period. And you've come out the other side. With focus too, Saturn is very disciplined. You have extreme drive. You have the ability to persevere. And you learn that about yourself. And you're being blessed for that, perseverance. Like it's being recognized. Like God recognizes what you went through here. Let's get a bit more. You're being given an opportunity. like a do-over. Like I'm getting Fool energy, but with wisdom and knowledge. With everything you've learned in this last card cycle, you're taking that forward. Yep, Jupiter. Beautiful. You're so blessed. This is another blessing card, confirmation. Jupiter blesses you wherever it shows up. You are so blessed in this next leg of your journey, like of your life. Anything you do, honestly, any choice that you make, it will be the right choice. It is so blessed. It's going to be expansive. If it's, you know, your second house here too, if it's money, your money is going to grow exponentially. Your self-worth is going to grow exponentially. Your knowledge, your dreams, dream big. Jupiter's here confirming you can achieve it all. You have the discipline of Saturn and you have the blessing of Jupiter to be expansive, to dream big, to want more for yourself, to understand that you deserve it. Have the confidence, have that self-worth, you know, that knowing. This is lovely. I don't even know what else I could say. I mean, just bless 3 times, 3 different ways, 3 different cards. Let's get you one final message here. Group number 3. Whatever you're beginning that's new in this new moon in Aquarius, extremely, extremely blessed. Love to hear from you. Come back and let us know how it worked out, what you did. All right, one final message. Wisteria, longevity. Plan for and take the dedicated path. You will, because you're this Capricorn, this is you. You have Saturn. You will be dedicated. You will see it through to the end, and it will give you longevity in the sense, I feel like legacy wealth, legacy, like building a legacy with this Jupiter here and the second house of wealth. Lovely. Okay, well, I hope that resonated. If it did, please give me a like, send me a comment, and if you so feel inclined, you can subscribe to my channel for more readings like this.